Now, when many of the men were away fighting during the Second World War, it was often the women who kept their communities running. Now, a new book is celebrating the role they played. Carolyn Sim went to meet some of those who have been sharing their experiences.
That's it. You make something out of that.
These three women are as tough as they come.
We know how to put things together.
Having lived through the war in London's East End, they had to be. Back then, there was no welfare state, the suffering was terrible, yet the women pulled together. And today, the stories of their mothers, the matriarchs who raised children while ruling the streets, are told in a new book.
There was no help. You had to do everything yourself, everything. So some women took little jobs if it was possible, but it wasn't always possible. They had families to look after.
Do you think that women in Stepney have got extra special qualities?
Absolutely, they have. They've got that stamina and they know how to get on with things.
In the Jewish community around Petticoat Lane, 102-year-old Beattie Orwell remembers the fear of fascism as well.
The black shirts, Mosley and them, you were fighting for something you believed in.
Beattie was there during the Battle of Cable Street and to this day remains a member of the Labour Party.
I was the only one in the family who was like that. It was frightening because there used to be crowds and they were vicious. They had big buckles on their uniforms, you know, they used to wear a black uniform.
Throughout the Blitz and the darkness, there were happy times too. RENEE Stack met her husband Brian and it really was love at first sight.
As soon as I walked in, he looked at me and we both knew that we'd end up together. He said, I'm going to marry you.
What did you think of that?
Oh, well, I thought it. And I fell for him straight away.
Today, the ladies meet regularly at the Jewish Care Community Centre in Stepney. This was where they first spoke to author Kate Thompson, who thinks their stories were overlooked.
You know, women ran the show back then, very much so, and to me, that means that they wielded sort of great power, if you like, and they were very much part of the fabric of their communities. And as I was doing these interviews, it just sort of dawned on me, I thought, these are the women the history books forgot. We need to be celebrating and putting down a permanent sort of record of their memories.
They never wore uniforms, but their contribution was huge. The wartime mothers of the East End. Carolyn Sim, ITV News.
What brilliant women.